So, hi everyone. I don't know if that's started recording yet or not. So, I feel very guided to do a twin flame reading for the Scorpio moon weekend, which we're about to go in later on tonight where I live. So it'll be, different times and all that jazz all over the world. But at some point or other, you will be in the Scorpio moon, hopefully while you're watching this. And of course, the moon stays in a particular sign for roughly about 2.5, almost feels like 3 days. So it is a Scorpio moon weekend. It's definitely Saturday, Sunday, and yeah, pretty much Monday too. So, and then like I say, it'll go into Sag on Monday at some point. But it is a very deep feels weekend because we're of course in Cancer season now, which is also a feeling water sign. Scorpio is a feelings water sign that leaves no stone unturned. It's also I'm Scorpio rising, so that's why it suits my energy to be a shamanic healer and a counsellor that goes really deep. Like, I mean, I had a session earlier today, and wow, it's just, yeah, things are already getting deep, and we're not even in the Scorpio energy yet. We're still in loving, harmonious Libra, but I tend to experience collective energies a little bit before, sometimes years before, but the moon side, I tend to experience it a little bit before we're actually in it, and I believe it's so that I can sort of help people, just help people with the energies, because some are intense, and like I say, I really do feel I experienced the Scorpio energy just the last few days there, so I feel quite good now. And it's not that, you're going to feel bad. I don't believe in good and bad as such. It's just Scorpio moon is the truth, and I love the truth, but not everybody can handle the truth. So it's just, it can be difficult. So anyway, enough blethering, and I shall get straight into, right, what will we do? Will we make this where the Divine Masculine's at? Let's do both. I'll do, oh my goodness me. Right, I could do without the cards jumping out because it's a bit hard when I'm trying not to go on the video. I think I managed to do it. So, magic manifesting. Right, so the cards that jumped out, I wonder if it would work doing it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll do it like that. So the cards that jumped out is, I feel this is for the Divine Masculine. Kufumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek, trust what you know. And that feels really aligned because I just channeled something before I came on here. And I really do feel that although I'm filming this, like I say, in Libra moon, I feel like the Scorpio moon vibes are already there. And I feel like this is where a lot of the Divine Masculines are at. And like, I said this on the last video, but I have recognised that, please God and all the angels. I'm kind of joking, half joking. But I am, I've been on this journey a long, long time. And although I 100% believe there's no sort of fairness and order, unfortunately, on the twin flame journey, I really do feel with my own intuition, my own guidance, that I'm very close to union, which is why I feel I'm sitting here doing this. So close meaning that it could be any day now, any week now, or even any month now, but it's definitely this year. And to me, that's close when you've been on it a long time. Oh, and I forgot to put my nail varnish on, how annoying. But yeah, just basically to get back to it, is I feel that the people that are going to resonate in my video, this is where your Divine Masculine is at, regardless of sex, remember. It could be two women, it could be two men, whatever it is. I'm assuming you're the feminine energy watching this, and this is where your Divine Masculine is at. But you already know the answers. They already know. They're getting in touch with things. And they already know now, and we're not even in it yet. So this weekend, they're really going to be faced with the truth. Trust what you know. And it's what I'm kind of finding quite funny is what I channeled earlier was about, let's go to a different deck of cards. What I channeled was basically intuition is really subtle and it doesn't always make a lot of sense. And it's just about, oh, that's fine, totally focused. Go back there. It's basically about trusting what you're getting. And this is not a time to be trusting logic over intuition. This is a time to be trusting your feelings. Because when we're in the Scorpio and Cancer energy, that is like a very, very psychic energy. So I feel like, It's they're kind of really having to face. Oh my god! Stop doing that. The cards just keep jumping out. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is a very, very honest energy, and I feel like Divine Masculine was already there, so it's going to be more intense. And this is where Divine Feminine is at. Magic, manifest, and Isis. Your dreams and visions and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Well, yeah, 100%. This feels, again, very accurate. It's like we're focused. The Divine Feminine is focused on whatever shit we've got to do, and it's like we're not letting anything get in our way, and that is pretty much what Isis is all about. And that's why I really connect with Isis energy. It's like, get out of my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. And it's like, can I just point out that the next full moon, which is like 6 days away, a week away today, it's next Thursday, that's totally about that too, because it's Capricorn, and Capricorn is like a total manifesting sign. So it's like the Divine Feminine's on a mission, basically. The Divine Masculine's getting in touch with his feelings, and he's like, oh shit. Like a little bit like the last video, they're like, just it's realization after realization, and being like, oh my god, she was right all along, I should have listened to her, this is a pretty intense relationship, change the words how you want, and it's like, we're like, yep, I was right, but I've got to keep on going on with what the other shit that I've got to do. Do you know what I mean? The world does not revolve around you anymore. I'm very tongue-in-cheek. You're either going to get my humour or you're not. So give us another card now. For the first card that jumps out, but please don't let it jump out, will be Divine Masculine. We can cope with that. Chakra clearing. How interesting. When I dropped the cards on the floor, this card was actually one of them that was turned up. So that's how persistent it wants to be. So it says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Well, like I said, the Scorpio moon is going to do that whether you like it or not, Divine Masculine energy. It's going to, get you in touch with the truth, like this card's saying. So trust it, because you're not imagining it. You're really tuning in, and probably tuning into our energy now too, like we've been doing for years. Or, if you're new to it, then you won't get that. But yeah, if you've been like on this journey for a while, it's a long time that you've been tuning their energy. But I feel they're really starting to tune in your energy. They really can't ignore it. And it's just about the Scorpio moon's going to really help clear the chakras. It's going to, it's what Scorpio's about, clearing away the shit, to be quite honest. It is that part of the body. It's related to that part of your chakras. It is about clearing away the shit, quite literally. So it's like they're clearing away what is clouding the view for them to see the truth. Wow. And this is a card for Divine Feminine. Because it's transmutation, and it's like sending away what you no longer need to die and to be reborn. Intense. And this is a card for Divine Feminine. Wow. Yeah, we're in our patience. We're like, listen, we're manifesting. We know we're manifesting. We're trusting. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the words on this card are all about something is blossoming. It says your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realise. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So yeah, it's about, and look at that. These are almost saying the same things. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realise. They need nurturing and patience. I mean, they're practically saying similar things. That's quite interesting. Right, I'm liking this, just pulling one card from each deck. What one now? Flower deck. So, and again, same again, where is the Divine Masculine at right now? So remember, this is just, I'm sort of playing about. I just wanted to see what came up for the Scorpio moon specifically. I'll do one for the Capricorn full moon next week. Where is the Divine Masculine at right now for this weekend? You're lovable. Love who you are as you're created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. So do you see that? It's like this one's about getting in touch with truth, because that's what Scorpio is. Getting to the root of a problem or the truth of your feelings. Clearing away the crap so that you can really tune in the best. And it's just that, all of us are, we're imperfect beings, and we're allowed to be loved just as we are. And that's what they're really coming into, that connection with themselves. And love who you are as you're created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. The sooner the Divine Masculine realise that about themselves, the sooner they come home to us, because the reason why they've not been able to do that is because they didn't feel like they were good enough. And the reality of it is we didn't feel like we were good enough for them. It's a tragic Juliet and Romeo love story, but it's true. But we realised, the Divine Feminines that are on the the same bit as me. You know, I came into unconditional love for myself, and that's what I help other women in particular, some men too, but in particular it's women that I help come into love for themselves. And then when you do that, the sooner you just focus on your shit, like Isis, and have patience, the sooner you bring home your divine masculine. Home is each other. And the card for the divine feminine for the Scorpio moon is wow, very similar to these ones. This is about like focus, being focused on your intentions. Magnify your intentions. Choose a specific goal to work towards. Capricorn is actually about goals, discipline, patience, determination. Similar word into here. Or similar energies to what I'm picking up here, because that one's manifesting and that was patience. And both those words are linked to Capricorn, which the next full moon is in. Your energy is spread out among too many ideas. Please bring back your focus back to key intention and let your angels help you. So again, it's similar, like just all the cards that are coming out in Divine Feminine side is like, you've got this. You are manifesting your dreams. Stay focused. Like 2 of those cards, in fact 3 of those cards are talking about staying focused. And this one's talking about get focused on what matters the most. Love it. Right. What ones now? Right, let's use these ones because these are. Nah, I'll do these last because these are deep. I'll do that. I need to sneeze. Oh, that's me purging. Oh, the candle went out. How funny. That means something. That means rest. Scorpio energy is very intense, deep, healing, and bring up a lot of emotions. And when I sneeze, the candle went out. And when the candle goes out, when I'm doing a personal reading or when I've went over the time, it's always like and symbolic of like just watch don't burn out. Like either it's a message for me or it's a message for you. So I feel like in that case that was a message for people watching this. Like just be gentle with your feelings this weekend. And these are the life changes card. Oh, nearly dropped over it. Give us another card for Divine Masculine. I feel like it's this one. Yeah, support. Just as I was talking about, some might find this difficult. So it's just about, you know, they're getting into the truth, they're clearing away the crap, they're falling in love with themselves, I want to say. Or if that's too much of a stretch for them, they're at least getting the support from those around them that they trust to like explore, like, you know. So say for example, it's like, I'm just realising how strong this connection is with this person, aka the Divine Feminine. Like what do I do about it? Do you know what I mean? They're actually seeking out support, I feel. Hopefully from the right people. Let's pray for them. And the Divine Feminine is this card. Oh my god, that is really creepy. Somebody actually said that to me earlier today, who actually happened to be a Twinflame. I mean, if you've not watched my first video, the backstory to that is I'm literally a Twinflame magnet. Like, I really should have been on here sooner, but everything happens in divine timing. But it's like, that is the only people that Spirit seem to let me help is Twinflames. But it's like, my friend had said to me earlier that, you know, it is an end of an era, and I can't even remember what she was saying it about, but I do feel it's like, so for me, for Spirit, I always use my examples, like the end of an era for me is kind of running away from my life purpose, which is, you know, a lot to do with helping the twin flames, and obviously that will evolve as I come into union myself and as everybody comes into union. But it's just about, I feel my work will always be around helping people come into self-love for themselves and balance that love in the relationship. So it's just an end of an era of me trying to run away from that fact. So I feel that in some way, Divine Feminines, you can connect that to something that you were running away from your life purpose. And that is not a coincidence that the full moon in less than a week is all about your life purpose, your career, your work. So it seems like this is a full moon reading. It wasn't meant to be, but it'd be funny if the energies are the same. Right, I've now got the, I'm going to pull the what ones? Romance. Let's pull the romance cards. Then I've got the Archangel Tarot and I've got the Angel Tarot. And then I'm going to pull my very deep and intense Indigo Oracle cards for the last ones, because I feel they always remind me of Scorpio Moon energy. So let's do 3 cards to represent where the Divine Masculine is at this upcoming Scorpio Moon weekend. Where are they at regarding their feelings towards the divine feminine. Where's her energy at? That one. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay. So, I get all excited. Look at where their energy's at. I was about to say girls, but it could be men too. Look at where their energy's at, femmes, whatever sex you are. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings for each other. So that really tunes in with everything that I've said here. I'm not going to repeat it again. But it's like they're getting honest, they're clearing the shit, they're loving themselves, they're asking for advice, hopefully from their higher self and not friends that aren't going to give the best advice. But it's like, and then for some of them, and we all know, and I don't like giving false hope, but for some of them it means some divine feminines are getting that call, they're getting that text, they're getting that WhatsApp, they're getting that knock at the door, I just heard for some people. And it's, don't worry about all the ins and outs of, oh, but they don't even know where I live. There's a way. And especially in a Scorpio energy, Scorpios are detective of the zodiac. They'll find out. It's really not that hard. Ask a friend, you know what I mean? They'll find out. But it's, they've got, the Scorpio moon's helping them get in touch with their feelings. This whole week has helped them get in touch with their feelings because they're very psychic week. And now we're in Cancer season, sign of the feelings. It's time to honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So be open, be very open, be receptive, and and be open to how it comes as well. Because I always think, depending on how well your divine masculine is able to communicate their feelings, it could even be that they, they've had a bit too much to drink when they tell you how they feel. But it's just, have patience, like that card said here. Have patience with them. Where is it? This one. Have patience, because if they don't say it to you quite in the way that you wanted it, nobody's perfect, like I just said. So just be open-minded. But they're loving themselves first. This is a really amazing thing. I think this did come up when I done another reading. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. They are not putting everyone else before them. And everyone else meaning whatever you want that to mean. Their karmics, their own kids. Sometimes, obviously they love their kids, but it's like they're taking into account that you can still love your children, but then make the right decisions for yourself too, because there's a lot of divine masculines that are staying with families because they felt like, they had no other choice. But of course, having a lot of wisdom and knowledge, having worked with children my whole life, so if somebody's not happy in a relationship and they're really wanting to be somewhere else, that's really damaging to a child. So it's about they're actually starting to really love themselves and connect with themselves and do this, loving who they are and getting in touch with their feelings. And then it's like they're going to tell you that. And they're focusing on their finances and career. And I feel like this is actually a really good sign. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Actually, I didn't feel a bad energy. I feel like, you know what I mean when I say bad, I don't feel like a negative one. I feel like this is about they've been planning and they've actually got things in order, and they feel like they've got things in order enough that they can at least talk to you. Like, I think they felt like they didn't have things in their life, financial things in order. I think they felt they had to get that in order before they could speak to you. But I feel like whoever I'm talking about here, whatever people are connecting with this, it's like they've sorted stuff out. It might not be that they've got the amount of money that they wanted together, but they've got enough that they feel like they're good enough, which is a shame that some people, or even any divine feminine masculine person, feels like money would be a factor, but they do. It's a very masculine quality that they feel like they have to have their finances in order before they can offer their love. It's just a very masculine trait. Of every book I've ever read about relationships, it is something that comes up. But I feel like things are good. So this is the main one that's exciting. Heart-to-heart conversations really does fit with what I'm feeling, right? And 3 cards for divine feminine. Especially because, like I said, Cancer and Scorpio is about feelings. So it makes a lot of sense that if they were going to have a heart-to-heart, it's now. It's like you can't really deny your feelings in a Scorpio. And they've done it long enough. It's time. Oh, I feel like it's this one. Oh, right, okay. That could trigger people, but you're welcome. It's healing. Woo, intense, right? God, talk about intense and purging for the divine feminine. Right, divine feminine, let's see what comes up with this. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Well, do you know what that's really interesting, but what I'm feeling with this, God, that's the words can't even come out here. That it's like because this is for the divine feminine energy, it's like kind of like, and look, in the order that this came out, right? This is where they're heart to heart. So that's where divine masculine's at, and that's where divine feminine's at. So it's like, I feel like this is resistance on the divine feminine. It's like you've been waiting a long time to get that. And then when that comes, it's like you're like, you kind of put on a bit of a front. Like for all different feminines, it's going to be in a different way. But it's like, you know, say they're kind of like, I love you, and they're really drunk. You'll be like, you know, they'll tell me when you're sober, or like, you know, you could be a bit harsh when actually it's like you've waited about 100 years on this, so you ought to just hear them out. Like, stand your ground, but you know, I wouldn't just like keep ignoring the phone because you're scared. It's like, be careful you don't push them away with your resistance of getting what you want. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping that's making sense, but I really do. I get that. I was kind of saying something earlier about that. And then the love yourself first was where they're at in the middle, and we're at this attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So these feel like the same energy, actually. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This feels like we're in the same bit. So they're wanting to say how they feel, and we're feeling a bit resistant to the change, or a bit scared of, oh my God, I'm about to get what I want. And you know, there's lots of books about that, about how scary it is and fear of success and like, do you know what I mean? It is intense. Like, I'm feeling that intensity rising. But it's just about, just be aware that you don't, you know, cut your nose off to spite your face and hear them out. But this feels very positive, that it's like they're putting themselves first and going for it, and you're attracting, you know, you're attracting it because you're just enjoying your life as it is, whatever's going on. And by the way, can I just point out, that also means if love is coming your way through another partner, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's actually kind of not where I'm at, and unfortunately I've not been there for years. And whenever I do try to go there with someone else, it's just like it's sabotaged by the divine. So, and I've just kind of accepted that. But if somebody does come my way and a divine masculine that isn't here for a month, then I would at least kind of, you know, go on a date or talk to them and stuff, because it's like it's just all about this. It's about enjoying the moment fully. So that because you're not so bothered about them and putting all your energy on them, they're feeling it and they're focusing on them. And I always say that in my personal sessions, that the more you focus on you, the more they focus on them, and that attracts this heart-to-heart conversation. It attracts you to speak to each other because you're both putting yourself first. And then, right, let me get mixed up here. So they're at a place of either looking at their finances. Oh, this is something different going on. Looking at their finances and getting it in order, because Scorpio is about death, taxes, and money. Wait a minute, is that right? Yeah, death, taxes, money. Just, you know, kind of like getting to the bottom of things, like definitely sorting out debts, right? So they're sorting out their shit. But I feel mostly there's a lot of divine masculines that have sorted out their shit, and that's why they feel like they're free, and they feel good. They love themselves because they've sorted their shit out, and that's why they're coming to talk to you, because they don't feel blocked anymore. And then so they're looking at the finances, right? And we got release your ex, and it's like we're clearing the last of any residue energy that is blocking them from coming to us. So it's like, if you've got photos of exes or messages or whatever it is, teddies, like, make sure you're purging that shit this weekend, because that stuff could be blocking your divine masculine from telling you how he feels. So is it really worth holding on to that old teddy? No, get rid of it. The time has come to clear your energy. And it's not a coincidence that I was talking about that earlier on, about, you know, just really feeling like I needed to purge a lot this weekend. So there you go. Right, now I am going to pull some cards from the Archangel Tarot and the Angel Tarot, and then I'll end it on the Indigo Oracle. So what will we ask? What do we most need to know about where the divine masculine is at this Scorpio moon weekend? What clarity are they coming into? That one. Oh my God, that is good fucking news. You can even tell by that, even if you can't read the tarot, you can tell by the card. So we have the Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. I feel that's related to the money as well, you know, because they've like managed to get their finances and career in order, which this upcoming full moon in a week is all about. They're feeling good. They've got their shit in order, and it's like, I'm coming to tell you I love you. It doesn't matter, it's a woman on a horse, right? This is divine masculine. They're like, yeah, dreams are coming true. I'm on my unicorn. They're coming. And the rainbow always means hope to me as well. And it says a love of the beautiful things in life. So it's like it's only natural that they want to come towards you because they feel like they're clear on their feelings, they're loving themselves, and they've got everything in order, and they want to come and tell you. Lovely. And one more card, please, asking the same thing. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So I even feel like, right, although they're feeling like this might mean that for some people, right, I'm feeling like chuck that card away, and they're coming to do this, and they're coming to have the heart to heart, right? And other people, they're ready to do this, but they're having patience with themselves because they're having to sort out other things. A challenge you can resolve, like, I don't know, ending relationships or karmic, or just facing their own feelings because they've already ended something and they're still healing. They're going within. They're going within on this Scorpio moon, and they're having patience with themselves before they do that, right? So it's a few people in different camps. And this is where the Divine Feminine's at. What message do we need for the Divine Feminine on the Scorpio moon? What clarity is the Divine Feminine coming into? You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecy. Wow. I mean, that's bang on for me. Yeah, so it's about the Divine Feminine this weekend. It's just realising that, yeah, they don't need to go through things themselves, whether it's reaching out to other Divine Feminines. And surely, hopefully, if you're watching a video on YouTube, you know a few, and you know a few that you can trust. And, you know, I've definitely got close relationships with lots of Divine Feminines in my physical life and online. And can I just give Simone Ascending is like one of my absolute faves people, and beautiful, beautiful person. And whenever and it's funny because I'll tell you a story that I basically have been on this journey for years and years and years and years. And I found some of the very first sort of YouTube readers a couple of years ago when they started doing that, and then but there was something about when I came across Simone, which wasn't even really that long ago. I just absolutely knew. I think it was in the spring there. I was just like, she's the reader to channel a message for me, and yeah, absolutely amazing. So if you don't already follow Simone, why don't you go and do it? And it's just about, reach out for the help. Don't be proud, because a lot of us Divine Feminines can be very psychic, very intuitive. Like, I can tap into my own energy and my own Divine Feminine's energies, but I don't think you can deny the fact that when you hear it from somebody else that you trust, that you know is a pure, clear channel, there's nothing quite like it. It really is reassuring. And Simone pulled beautiful, beautiful cards for me the other day. So very grateful. Love you. And it's, it's just about negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Well, that's why I was kind of like, wow, that's bang on for me, because I'm feeling, I'm feeling a lot of fear arising because I know that this is coming. Like, I do feel that this, like them coming to have that heart to heart. Oh, the angels are, I feel my guides in my ear is coming close. It's like I can feel me being like, oh, but what if it's bad news, or what if someone's coming to you? And it's like, no, clear that, release that energy. Doubt creeps in when you're close. Right. Do what you got to do to stay positive, basically. And the other card is take great pride in your excellent work. Yeah, take great pride in how much effort and patience and love you've poured into this journey so far. Regardless of the years, it's not about the years. You could have been on this not a very long time and put your all into it. But especially if you've been on it years, because that's what I can empathise with. And it's practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. I feel like that's just about this. Consider reaching out for help when you're feeling tough. I feel like this does mean that a lot of Divine Feminines are going to have a bit of a tough time facing their true feelings this weekend. And if you do, just remember and reach out to people you trust, whether it be Twinflame readers that you resonate with, or whether it be friends. Just reach out for help. I'm hoping I've already just went through that. Like I said, I go through the energies before, right? So we're just going to do one card this time. Where's the Divine Masculine at this weekend? Oh my God, right. Wow, this video is definitely going up. Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. This is what they're wanting. They want a positive resolution of a conflict. Whether that means cultivating a friendship first before the romance, or whether it means steaming in ahead, I love you, let's start life together. It's one of the two. And or both. And the Divine Feminine this weekend is use of an exciting new endeavour, use your originality and ingenuine. It's just about, you know, having confidence that you've came into where you've came to where you're meant to be at this time. And if they're moving towards you, then your hard work has not went unnoticed. And just, you know, stay in your power at this time. Just really use your originality. There is only one you. Like, be confident, be you, love you, and stand strong. Don't take any shit either. I'd like to, you know what I mean? Just because somebody's telling you what they want, you know, just still don't lose yourself in the excitement kind of thing. But definitely answer the phone. That just came through as well. I would hope that if you've waited this long, you would answer the phone or not kind of fall into fear. Right, and finally, we're going to have one Indigo Oracle card for the Divine Masculine and one Indigo Oracle card for the Divine Feminine. So the first one is Divine Masculine. Give us one card to finalise what's coming up for the Divine Masculines. For the people that resonate with this video, if you don't, then there's plenty of other people that you will, but that's my intention. Wow, that's quite intense. Apologise. Yeah, well, these all really fit in, you know. Heart to heart, positive resolution of a conflict that also says forgiveness, chakra clearing, you know what to do, coming in to tell you. Sorry, it's very focused, but you can hear me. And they're, you know, they want to apologise. They've realised the things that they've realised the ways that they've behaved that have possibly hurt you, that they never intended to, and they want to express that. Intense. And the Divine Feminine is not going anywhere. She's going to listen. That's lovely. Stay. That's Divine Feminine sitting and listening to Divine Masculine and what he's got to say, whether it's an apology, whether it's confessing their love, or whether it's just saying, I'm in a bit of a tricky situation right now, but can you stay? Can you stay with me in this? Can you help me work it out? Because I love you and I want to work this out together. Feels kind of special, guys. So basically, I'm going to end it on that. I hope you enjoyed this. If you would like to book any kind of session with me, then I advise you email me and you can ask, you know. But like I say, I'm a spiritual counsellor. I'm a shamanic healer is the biggest part of me. I read cards, as you can see, but I call it cards and channeling rather than readings. I'm an intuitive astrologer. And yeah, spiritual coach. I do bits and bobs of everything, because if you know anything about shamanic healing, that's what we do. We take bits and bobs of everything, and I'm guided by spirit in the moment for what's going to help somebody. But if you're feeling this, normally the way I find it in my work is that if somebody is meant to work with me, they just feel a very, very strong, intense pull to work with me. So if you're feeling that, trust it. And other than that, I wish you a very happy Scorpio full moon. Sorry, it's not a full moon. That's because I normally do new moons and full moons. I wish you a very happy Scorpio moon weekend, and I'll see you again on the Capricorn full moon for next week. Have a lovely weekend, guys, and answer the phone. Bye.